hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Dee Dee. How's it going? Happy Boxing Day. Happy the 27th for the people across the globe. Hi, Ranger. Hello. Oh my goodness, we are back for Danganronpa. I got bit by the bug. So here we are. We gotta Danganronpa until my hyperfixation ends, or I will never focus on anything else. One sec. No more bad and angry ranger. You'll be calm now. I guess the Paruru did something to ya. Those bed bugs. No! God, just as I was about to say during ad break, I'm gonna have to run to the kitchen. Hello, Spooky! During ad break, I'm gonna have to run to the kitchen to return all of the mugs I have on my desk. And then I knocked something else off my desk while moving all the mugs aside. Terrible. Terrible! Anyway, what do you guys get up to today? DD Classic, unfortunately. Yeah, let me know what you guys got up to today. I was watching Spooky play 13 Sentinels most of the day. And then while playing Infinity Nikki on the side, I finished the main plot finally. I finally found enough items and stuff to unlock the one skill I needed so I could finish all of the pieces of the miracle outfit, and now the main plot is done. Hooray. So now I can go and hyperfixate on another gacha game. Hello. Oh, shoot. That's what I forgot to do. Because I updated stream elements, so the chat's not going to cut itself off, but I forgot that you have to recopy the link anytime you make changes with that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I've got 1,000,001 side quests I can still do in Infinity Nikki. But when you finish your initial goals in a lot of these games, you just go into maintenance mode, where you're just doing the bare minimum every day, so you know. But yeah, let's see what else. Hi, Art. I did a little bit of yoga. I should... Good grief, I should stretch better. I should stretch more. My poor brain. I had a nap before stream, and now, like, my neck is like... Yeah, life be lifing. Life sure be lifing. More Dangan, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Got a little addicted. I might have a problem. I might have a problem. Nope. Okay. Good. Well, that's okay. It's the hyperfixation. Once the hyperfixation passes, then we can be business as usual, bow again. The chat box got bigger? Yeah? That's intentional. I'm fixing it so your guys' messages don't get cut off anymore. Sooner I'll push Dee Dee off her chair, ha ha ha. There we go. Hello, hello! Now let me see, because this is probably big, and then I just move this down. There we go. Look at that. Now your flowers aren't cut off anymore. Christmas is off, so your avatar is evil. Fair. That's good. Thank you for the pats. We're already I saw earlier, we're already at 318 followers. Very exciting. Might actually hit 320 before the end of the year, which is cool. My hope was we would hit 300. Now we've gone over and beyond. We got avatars. Yes, we do. Just little dudes. Maybe at some point I'll get something customized, but for now we just got the little dudes. Just the little dudes hanging out. Just the little dudes. Right, there's Danganronpa 2. I usually like to yap a lot, but we got a murder to solve in limited time. We gotta go solve a mystery. So, I mean, it'll be very apparent once we get in the game, but in a twist that shouldn't have been that shocking in hindsight, Byakuya was the first to be killed. But do not forget to sit straight and drink before the case. Don't worry, I did. Don't worry. Because yeah, like I said, in hindsight, it should have been obvious Byakuya was going to be the first to go because he was actively finding ways to prevent the students from killing each other. So, you know, he had to be the first one to go. He was impeding the game, but it's definitely a shock considering he survived the first one, so I think you start to think he's bulletproof. Then again, there's some kind of implication this might be a simulation considering, you know, when the game started, there was like a lot of digital artifacts, like the screen flickering and stuff like that, so I guess now the question is, if you die in simulation, do you die in real life? I guess we'll find out eventually. Danganronpa. Alright. Always has been evil? Yeah, that's why he texts and drives. Alright. Now we continue. Blow? No! Do stupid shit, get hit. Rest in peace, Byaki. We hardly knew ya. I guess now we know what was in the other case he was carrying with him was probably those night vision goggles. Nice image, right? Yeah, Byakuya? Why is Byakuya? No! I just stood there horrified as showers of screams rain out behind me. You know, it technically should be rained on you if it's showers, but okay. As I gazed quietly at the body of my former friend. So everyone who was like I wish Byakuya had died in the first game. Well, you finally got your wish. Be careful what you wish for. He started turning himself around and this is what happens. What is this? It's a murder! It's impossible! Don't mess with me! This has to be some kind of mistake. Oh, it's no mistake. This can't be real blood, right? It's gotta be like jam or sauce. I mean, it is hot pink. Cause if not this... Oh, there she goes. Good gracious, things quickly took a turn for the worse. My, now this is interesting. Waku waku doki doki. Waku waku doki doki panic time. The very first murder has finally taken place. Murder? Yes, murder. Unless, you know, Byakuya fell on that knife and hid under the table, like... Hold on, then does this mean... Yeah, of course. Byakuya was killed by one of you. What? Excuse me. If you look at the body, you can tell instantly he was obviously murdered. Look, he has such a horrible expression on his face, don't you think? We can't see his face. A face filled with regret that his life was ended by force, all thanks to someone else's selfish desires. Have a dying face such as this? If this isn't murder, then what the heck could it be? I don't think I want to see his face. Also, rest in peace, whoever did this. Because if Toko finds out, ooh. You're gonna wish Monokuma killed you. Like, forget just being murdered in a gruesome way by Monokuma. Toko's gonna torture you. Like, please. Doesn't matter if Byakuya's, like, you know, alive in the real world or something like that. No. Just the fact you dare to harm him. What if this is the whole plot of Ultra Despair Girls? Oh my god, I hadn't even considered that. Wow. So that's why Toko's the secondary protagonist, huh? Byakuya was most likely sacrificed by someone who really wanted to leave this island, or, you know, someone who really had to listen to Monokuma. Are we playing that too? We will be eventually, yes. I said I would play just about everything, so... Lies! It's all lies! You're lying that he was murdered! Murdered? The moment I screamed that word, a thick, muddy feeling of despair swelled within my body. Which means that I've accepted the fact that Byakuya was murdered. Everyone was like, Despair Girls is so disturbing, I can't do it. I'm like, the more y'all say that, the more curious I get and the more I have to try it. I need to find out if y'all are correct or if y'all are just like barking up the wrong tree. Is that really Byakuya? Yeah, now you're the only Megane character. Why? Why did this happen? Why Byakuya? I see. It appears Fuyuhiko is the only one who isn't here. So, in the spirit of keeping everyone on the same page, how about we do this the the usual way. True, this is the one and only time literally everyone was there to see the dead body except for, Junko. Besides, pros or cons or Despair's girls aside, I want to see Komaru. I want to see Makoto's sister. She looks cute.
死体が発見されました。一定の捜査時間の後、学級裁判を開きます。
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin. Hi, Drakon! Class trial? How is everyone? As good as we can be. Byakuya died. He was slowly becoming everyone's favorite, and now... Hiyoko is, like, hiding behind the table. She is barely tall enough. I've already explained this to you, right? If one of you gets murdered, the rest of you have to debate who you think is the Blackened. You're telling us to figure out who the killer is? That's right! From this point on, you guys must investigate and uncover the Blackened culprit. It can't be. Someone actually killed. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. If you make outbursts like that, you'll end up being suspect. I don't think people are gonna jump to conclusions that quickly. But who knows? After spending like a month with Makoto, they were still ready to sell him up the river at a moment's notice. I won't believe it. One of us killed Byakuya? There's no way. Something as hopeless as that would ever happen. Among Us back in the day gave you trust issues? Seriously? That's all it took for you to get trust issues was Among Us? If you're actually thinking that way, it means you guys are already being conned by the killer. Hell yeah. Y'all take Among Us way too seriously. On my mom, I did do it. Your first mistake was thinking on your... swearing on your mama's grave actually means anything. Swearing on your mama's grave hasn't meant anything since the 50s. An impassioned, life-risking battle between you guys and the Blackened, and it's already started. It started the moment one of you plotted to kill someone. Hey, what are you saying? Everyone, please, you cannot, you should not believe what Monokuma says. No matter how much you interfere, there is only ever one truth. On my grandfather's name, see? Monokuma's swearing on his grandpa's name. That don't mean shit either. Monomi is still alive? Oh yeah, Monomi's still alive. It's like how no matter what, like Monokuma blew up a couple times in the first game and he kept coming back. You have a grandpa? On my grandfather's grave. Grave? Your grandpa is dead? What happened to him? On my grandfather's plane. What happened? Did his plane crash? I don't even know where to begin at this rate. You ain't my comedy partner anymore. see that? This stunning display of power? Defy you, big brother, and I will show you no mercy. I will harden my heart and teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. Oh my goodness! He's actually bleeding.
Hi.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, suddenly he feels blood when there's blood, huh? See? They have feelings. Now then, in the spirit of lovey-dovey and dovey deception, put your heart and soul into investigating. Everyone's always cool with bullying someone until they're actually confronted with the consequences of the bullying. Like the person gets hospitalized or something like that. And then they're like, wait, was that wrong? Are we the bad guys? Yes! And with that, Monokuma vanished, leaving those of us who were grief-stricken alone with our despair.
Nani?
What does this mean? I don't understand this at all. Oh, my girl. If you're gonna be a photojournalist, you need to, toughen up just a smidge. As a photojournalist, you are going to see some frickin' messed up stuff, and your editors are gonna expect you to take pictures of it. A search for Byakuya's killer. Why did it turn out like this? Give me a break. Why did I? What? Have to be involved in this? We can't doubt each other, cause you're all friends. But Mr. Ham Hands really did get killed, right? Hiyoko! At least call him by his actual name now that he's dead. Have some decorum. And if we don't find out who that killer is, we're all gonna get killed, right? That being said, I can't abide by this. Now that I have finally made friends, there is no way I can doubt them. Seriously? Did you even listen to what I said? It doesn't matter if you can abide by this or not. We gotta do this to survive, right? Then we have no choice but to do it. I hope Hiyoko, quote-unquote, goes home soon. No! Friends doubting friends is a major no-no. Oh, just shut up. Just go away. Threats are scary. Do we really have to do it? No, I don't want to do something like that. I don't want to do it either. It sounds so scary. However, wait, what'd I just say? That I hope Hiyoko goes home soon? However, it's just as Hiyoko said. If we're going to get killed for not doing it, then we must do it. Even Byakuya was lovable compared to Hiyoko, 100%. Might be worse than me? Why? I'm not out here saying anything like I think Hiyoko's annoying, therefore she deserves to die. I'm just saying I hope she won't be in the plot soon. That can mean many things. That could mean she gets killed, or she kills someone and she gets found out and executed. Like... Yes, I believe you. Okay. So for that reason, I'll do it. I'll investigate Byakuya's death. I will do my best to prove there was no killer among us. Is Nagito the Kyoko? Interesting. There's no need to deceive or doubt each other. What we need to fight is not ourselves, but that which is trying to crush us, this despair, this hopeless reality. That's the enemy we need to fight. If we're going to survive this, then I have to fight it. Before you start, can I say something? In closed circle detective games, the player usually has to decide who's going to guard the crime scene. What should we do? Oh yeah, it would be bad if the killer destroyed the evidence and got away with it. Destroyed evidence? Look over there, that big, bulky, brawny guy is perfect for the guard job. Never mind. What the heck? What happened? That guy has a sensitive heart despite his looks. Is that what that means? I can be the one who watches. I don't have enough confidence to investigate the body, and it's not like I have the brains either. I'll just stay by Byakuya's side. That's the least I can do. That's what guard duty is, right? Mahiru. I'll do my best not to get in your way! I have medical training, so if it's not too much trouble, I can perform an autopsy! So, you're going to stay as well, is that okay? And what specifically should we be doing now? I have no idea. It's pretty obvious, we're all just amateurs. We don't have an ultimate detective in our midst. Going through each grain of sand on a beach just to find a clue would be a waste of time. The only ones who can do that are the police. There's no way amateurs like us would be able to do that. So, let's first rely on our intuition. We'll start from there and prove that none of us could have killed Byakuya. But to perform an autopsy on your friend? How cruel. It's not really cruel, okay? It's not like we're cutting him open right then and there. But I have no choice, right? I won't believe if Byakuya got killed. I don't believe that at all. Fine, I'm in. If we are to survive, this is our only path. Something like this is the only thing we can do in order to stay alive. Finding out who the killer is, that's our only hope for survival. Something like this is... hope? Yes. Even so, I still gotta do it. Here we go! What do you want? You thought it was time for the investigation, but... Oh, cool. Is it on an iPad this time? Just as I thought, you amateurs need this, right? What the hell is a Monokuma file? Explaining the rules all the time really breaks my bones. The Japanese voices are pretty great. I mean, the English ones are good too because, Monokuma sounding like Teddy from Persona 4 is hilarious in its own way, but I like how in the Japanese version they really lean into the fact that Monokuma is basically a really messed up mascot character. So they gave him that like really childish, silly voice. Well, it's not like I have bones in the first place. Damn. Like, don't even make me say such lame jokes. Setsumeshio. Let me explain. The Monokuma file contains precise and detailed information regarding the dead body. I brought it to ya so you guys can smoothly proceed with the investigation. I'm such a nice guy. I'm so nice, I want to be known as the Mother Teresa of the mass mascot world, yeah, that's definitely not you. I don't think anyone in the Danganronpa series could be considered the Mother Teresa of anything. Why are you surprised? It makes perfect sense. Ranger's introduction to... How? Ranger's introduction to this chat was role-playing as Spamton for a week. Being an agent of chaos is just who he is. He likes the villain characters. Of course he's gonna like Monokuma. Yeah, you just don't know Ranger well enough yet to understand him like we do. My, Monomi, the meaningless mascot, you're still here? Don't put me in the meaningless mascot genre! Come on, even Cinnamon Roll has more meaning. Hurry up! Come on, let's go. Your turn is already up. Hurry up and get the hell out of here with me. Ow! Don't pull my ears. I'm gonna come off. Great. Mascot abuse. They're finally gone. The Monokuma file, huh? Anyway, I guess I should look it over just in case. Oh my god, it really is an iPad. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. Estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and abdominal region, resulting in death. Got some animation there too? Yeah. Aside from that, the body had no external injuries and no chemicals such as poisons were detected. Okay, I'm gonna have to see this picture without the image. But if you look at the bottom left, the way the stab marks are, it looks like someone replicated the shape of paw prints. So Byakuya is really dead. Damn it. You promised there wouldn't be even one victim. Why'd you end up being one? Cocky. And now I'll never know what you were going to say to me. I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that's my skeptical nature. Distrusting others and me distrusted. Yeah. Well, you still distrusted everyone, and because of that, you got stabbed. Killed by cat girl. Excuse you. I'm an apothecarist. Do you really think I would use a knife if I was gonna murder someone? Could it be? Even so, if there really is a traitor, isn't that gosh darn awful? Pretending to be your ally and tricking you guys? I can't help. It can't be helped if someone like that gets killed, right? Oh. Now there's a thought. Because we know Byakuya was part of the 78th class. And we've just been like, this whole time, this is weird. Like, why is he here? But we never really stopped to question it. Like, what would happen if there was a mole in this classroom? Technically, they'd be a traitor. So was Byakuya a mole? Are we really? Are we somehow in the past and this is all working towards preventing ultimate despair from actually carrying out their plans? I wonder. Because Monokuma is sadly saying, it's like, oh, what if there's a traitor? Wouldn't that be awful, pretending to be your friend, but they're actually not a part of your group? And it just hit me like, oh, that's right, Byakuya's not actually part of this group. So it would make sense for, actually really good guess. Nice. Okay, so probably a little bit of what I said. There's probably a grain of truth in my theory, but not quite the full thing, which makes sense. I mean, I'm like, time travel would be weird, but then again, Isomnium really throws you out of there. But yeah, I was like, oof. No way, just because he said a lot of serious things before she'd be there, watch. I don't think they said they're not planning on doing any more Danganronpa, but yeah. Which is too bad, because there's definitely a lot of holes in this universe, but hey. Straight into the theory crafting, we love to see it. Ain't that what you guys come to our mystery stream for? Like a DD mystery game for? To hear my wild theories and see if I actually nail it on the head at some point? No way, just because he said a lot of serious things, it doesn't mean he was a traitor. Well, what am I thinking? Obtain truth bullet. Anyway, we need to carefully examine everything. That's right, I need to do it. If we're gonna survive this, we need to do it. I had to prepare myself for the worst. Man, just thinking about it, stabbing someone 10 times is insane, but also stabbing someone of Byakuya's size is crazy. Because you have to overpower someone who probably weighs a significantly decent amount more than you. And also, you have to puncture through the layers of clothes and fat and muscle to actually, like, you know, hit it, like, do enough damage to kill someone. Like, that is crazy personal. Nobody really ate that much. Well, I don't know about Akane. Hey, Gundam's still here. Oh, that's right. He's looking for his earring. It's really disturbing when you think about it. Yeah. So, I mean, they don't usually factor this stuff like build and what have you into the murders in the Danganronpa games, at least based on the first one. But based on that, the 3 likely suspects, just based on size and ability, would be Nidai, our big boy, because he's probably the only one physically strong enough to be able to hold Byakuya down, like at least looking at him. And then the follow-ups would obviously be Fuyuhiko, because Yakuza, and he was already being antagonized by Byakuya and vice versa. And then Peko, because she wasn't where she was supposed to be, and also as the ultimate swordswoman, she would have the skill and arguably the strength to kill someone by stabbing them multiple times. So yeah, those are my 3 suspects for at the moment. We'll see how this all turns out. Is this effort futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped? It is not a mere earring, it is the Hellhound earring! Blown away. Blown away? Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all. Short swords are similar to knives in a way. Yeah, the tontos? Okay, well, tonto is basically a dagger. Oh my god, what is the proper name for a full-size katana? I forget it, but there's like a wakizashi, which is like an in-between a full-size katana and a tonto. So yeah, if she's the ultimate swordswoman, she's sure to be able to handle blades of any size, really. Because yeah, tonto literally means like short sword, but it's more like a knife. Suspect number 1? Yeah. Tonto were sometimes worn as the shoto, which is the short sword, in place of a wakizashi, and a daisho, which is like a pair of a full-size sword and a small sword. So yeah. Tachi? Oh, Tachi is the name of a full katana. Okay, there we go. I was curious. It was gonna bug me. But yeah. So it is so knowing how to use a short sword probably within her realm, especially since and then yeah, Yakuza often have the knives as well, so acting clueless when no, everything is unbelievably fun. I get it. I was like that. It's been like that watching Spooky play 13 Sentinels, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So it's like, I don't want to say whether or not you are absolutely 100% correct or you're barking up the wrong tree because that. It's like that. It's the SpongeBob meme where he's sitting at the table with his hands folded together, like, bowing up the wrong tree. Yeah. Well, this is certainly random. Bow, bow. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and his drenched blood-red fur were dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate the event. So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian. You know? I mean, what is it? Spitz dogs are kind of nasty. The Pomeranians are related to Shiba Inus and Akita Inu and stuff. They can all really be nasty if they're not well trained. Was this really about a friggin' Pomeranian? I like how Hinata quote unquote swears. Like, he's not actually swearing, but he is so much more impolite than Makoto was. Like, Makoto would be like, was this really about a Pomeranian? Not about a friggin' Pomeranian. I understand isn't... Makoto swore once and it was a huge moment. I remember that! I vaguely remember that we were all like, oh! I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate. I wonder how the earring's gonna play into this, because obviously someone took it to, like, either as part of their plot or to frame Gundam. Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble. The earring's not clever, it's Hajime. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked towards the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards. Ah, there it is. I have found it. It seems God exists for my benefit. Yeah, you're welcome. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? Do you have hands? Well, okay, the hamsters won't necessarily make it through the floorboards. I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it probably would not reach either. Then maybe you should just give up? Give up what? The world? I meant to give up the earring. Have you not realized the world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring? You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge. But even with all those layers, you will still not survive the winter. Why am I being scolded? It was foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I shall do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. Yeah, you're welcome. You never would have found the earring without me mentioning it. He wants the earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. I wonder if Gundam would think to find a freaking crowbar and pry up the floorboard. But it'd be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation. Gaps in the floorboards. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be significant somehow. Okay. Mika? I must investigate my classmate's body. If you're really not that comfortable with it. I'm the one who has the medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right. I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. Oh no, she's gonna destroy the evidence. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I'm terribly sorry about that. Why? Slipped on the carpet and... Okay. Please erase it from your memory. I wish I could. Why is that a truth bullet? Huh? Okay. I tried. I really tried. Mahiro, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. You could just be honest. Zexu just needs to go look up food porn and then he can stop being weird about Mikon in the chat. What do you mean, hey now? Am I wrong? That's basically what they're showing us, so... If you don't want to look at real bodies, there's definitely hentai like that. It's exactly what they showed us there is a lot of pornography where there is food arranged over the body, like, you know, that whole licking chocolate off the skin is technically a type of food porn. So, you know, that's what I mean, because literally, like, every time she falls into those positions and there's food involved, that's what they're doing. You don't want to see that? And yet, you're like, every time Mikon's in a compromising position, you're like, I need to get me one of those. So, you know? You're not really convincing me otherwise that you're not into this. Like... Either you're into the food porn or you're into humiliation kinks, so pick one. That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you? That we have to find out who the killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive. This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it. Ah, jeez. Getting cheered up by a boy, this isn't like me at all. What's wrong with him? What's wrong? Oh. She's a lesbian, isn't she? I was like, why do you keep harping on the boys? What's so wrong with being cheered up by a boy? And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. Hey, Hajime, forget about what I just said. Got it? At this age, when a lesbian is a youngin', sometimes they go full spectrum the other way and just reject anything to do with guys, even when it's, like, innocent. So, that's why I was like, hold on here. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue? Photos, the ones I took just before the blackout, remember? Come on, I'm gonna take a picture. She's got a Canon camera. That is actually a good camera, especially if it's a DSLR. Oh yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera, so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please. We've got frickin' Need-Eye trying not to poop his pants here. He's blue in the face. Nagito's like way at the back by the air conditioner. Interesting. Also, ad break in like 30 seconds. It's like Ibuki and Hajime crashed a party and nobody is happy, honestly. And this one. These two pictures right before the blackout, but... Huh? Is something wrong? I didn't realize it until now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Wasn't his body under the table with the lamp on it? The one underneath the monitor? Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall furthest away from the table. I mean, he did say he was gonna go along the wall to get to the office, so... There's something... Everyone standing in position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everyone's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? Yes! I don't know yet, but I feel like it could. Got it, then leave it to me. Alright, now that that's decided... We will work on it. Okay, I am going to take a quick break while the ads are running so I can get some more water, and then we'll be right back to it. So hold tight. Whoop. Hello, hello. Alrighty, I'm back. Got some hot water. Let's keep at it. Ocarina cycles again, sama. Technically, welcome home, master, is for me to say to you guys, but sneezy sneezy achoo! Thank you. Just wondering what the command was for? Yes, that is for me to say either Ocarina Nasai Gosujin sama or Ocarina Nasai Ocarina Nasai Gos Ojo sama. Occasionally I give you guys fan service if you ask for it. Do you understand what's going on? And she's fully recovered. So I don't use it. Wow. I see how it is. It's good she's all fired up, but she's a totally different person now than she was when feeling down. Welcome back. You got such a great knowledge of Japanese. Thank you. Studying and working on it every day when I'm not streaming. And how's the investigation going? Good. We helped Gundam realize where his missing earring is. We talked to Mahiru. We talked to Mikon. She's not ready to do the autopsy just yet. So we're still going through the room. The case. Okay. This is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made out of duralumin. So what, is that like aluminum but extra durable? Last time I saw it, the case was closed, but what is in there? Hairspray? A key? A taser? Are those gloves? Like leather gloves? It looks like it. There are a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and that's pepper spray. Was this his plan for fending off potential murders? Take them out first? What's this? A hard plastic case, but it's just a case. The inside's empty. I wonder what was inside. Well, you'll find out when you check the table. But the one thing that really catches my attention is the small key. It must be the key to the other case. That other case was in the office, and all of the collected dangerous items were inside of it. The key to the duralumin case is right here. Then it's unlikely the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Wanted to thank you for the... Oh! No worries, no worries. I just wanted to try and take the discussion of Megumi's motivations out of chat because there was no way for me to explain my feelings about Megumi without going into spoiler territory. And I was like, let's take this out of the chat before either one of us accidentally spoils Spooky. So no worries. Like blinding someone is a lot more dangerous. True. I mean, he was well prepared for self-defense, just unfortunately it looks like the only thing he took with him was, the night vision goggles, I'm assuming. Which means the weapons inside the case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't get it. I didn't realize that was part of the problem. No worries. No response actually necessary. I mean, I was just explaining. You asked a question, so I responded in the way I knew best. I didn't know that the whisper system didn't work properly for you. That's good to know. I rarely use that system anyway, but I was like, might as well try. Why did Byakuya have this case in the first place? A case packed with all of this security equipment. Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case? No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. Considering what he's been through, this isn't cautious enough. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful. Bro lived through... Oh my god, how many murders total was that in the last game? Started with 15. Left with like 6 in the end, so 10 people. He lived through 10 murders. I think we should commend Byakuya for not being like extremely paranoid after having lived through all of that. Alright, Nagiti. Hey, Hajime. There's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, was Byakuya in the dining hall with... Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Excuse me, yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Well, now that you mention it... But why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? Also, if he was killed literally in a room full of tons of people, even in the pitch blackness, why did no one hear anything? Like, even if they, like, covered Byakuya's mouth or something like that, you think, like, a body that size hitting the ground would make a noise as well. And also, even if you covered Byakuya's mouth, unless he passed out immediately because of, like, chloroform or something like that, then, like, there should have been sounds of a struggle, but, like, I guess in all the commotion, depending on what the sounds were, no one would have noticed the sounds of a struggle amongst all that. But yeah, considering Akane smelled the blood immediately, she definitely would have noticed any chemical smells as well. But maybe she just hasn't mentioned that she smelled something yet. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that's like the craziest thing about this all. Like, he was killed in a room full of people. And like, yeah, everyone was panicking and yelling because of what was going on. But Nagito especially was the closest to the table. So unless they're going to make Nagito the killer and like have him exit from this simulation immediately, he is the one who should have heard something. He and Hajime were the ones standing closest to the table. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. Also, now that I think about it, Yeah, the panicking yelling in darkness helped provide the cover. It's true. And that's why I was trying to reason out what they might have done to try and minimize the noise, because it's like... Even if everyone's shouting and stuff like that, you would probably still hear something like, you know, a body hitting the floor or something like that, or like, you know, the sound of some, because even if, like, you know, so like, say he was stabbed while standing and he fell to the ground, that would have made a noise, quite a loud noise as well because of his mass. And even if they didn't, like, to have the strength to control the fall of a body like that, and when the person's struggling as well, I'm like, because blood is nowhere else. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, he wasn't stabbed standing up then. It's not like he was stabbed and then while he was in a weakened state, they were able to overpower him. So yeah. Yeah, that's the craziest part of all of this. Killed in a room full of people in a way that really should have drawn attention. Because, like, what? The blackout was a couple minutes at most. And another thing I noticed that's odd is if I'm remembering which voice was which correctly, Byakuya said he was gonna go to the office by following the wall. Which is like, you know, what you would do if you can't see. Like, you put your hand along the wall and you follow the wall until you find a door, right? But he apparently had those night vision goggles. So it's like, if he had those, why would he have gone along the wall? Like, he should have been able to see the room clearly and just have walked straight to the door.
そうじゃなくてさ。
Although if seeing was impossible, there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Yeah, there we go. Heard something? Are you talking about her? Oh, Monomi, because she has really good ears. Naruhodo. Smart Nagi. Why is this again? I just wanted to see if she was calm enough to do the autopsy now, but okay, never mind. Hey, caramba. Under this very table, Byakuya was... So is anyone dead yet? Yes. The B-man is dead. Mr. Rich Boy. Under this table, Byakuya was... First, I should investigate the top of the table. Oh, he's just laying. Though the only thing on top of the table that really catches my eye is... this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp, and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Did they smack him over the head? I like... yeah. Food and sexual stuff do tend to, it can be a very polarizing thing. Some people are really into it, others are like, never on my life. Food and sexual... Whoa! Alright, let's keep the chat as PG as we can, despite the fact Mekon getting, looted with food is a very common thing happening here, especially with talking about, brush and stuff like that. Like, let's not be that gross. Now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it! I let out a shout as if to encourage myself and quickly looked underneath the table. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell like rusted iron hanging in the air. Yeah, that would be the blood. Enduring the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuya's body. No, you can't. You can be thirsty in chat to some degree. It's just in particular, we're starting to get into kind of gross territory talking about ration PG-13 thirst, basically, yeah. Because I don't have this stream rated as 18 plus, so technically to follow Twitch guidelines, we need to keep it PG-13. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent progeny. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. Oof. Alright, night vision goggles. Let's start with the obvious. What is this? It looks like binoculars, but... why is there a pair of binoculars under the table? Hajime, those aren't binoculars. Huh? Then what are they? Those are probably night vision goggles. They sell them in the supermarket. I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. And if that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Hi, Luna! Huh, I did consider that the killer used the goggles. Interesting. Huh? Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? Why is there slime on it? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? There's some on the knife, too. Was this so they could find the weapon in the dark? Hold on, how did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone. And the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in that case. It's possible they stole this knife from the case. Life's like a hurricane. Oh dear. Or they hid it somewhere hard to find. Also, there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. There's some kind of paint that's been applied to the hilt. And the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Okay. Bloodstain formed a huge pool under the table. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. Any drag marks? Yep. Also, how did the murderer themselves not get blood on them? Why do I have to go to work tomorrow? My thoughts exactly. The body is collapsed face down under the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was... According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed? Would one of us really do something so horrible? I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Ahem. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth. Alright. Exactly what happened. Did I get everything? Can't you act a little more grown up? Oh? Oh! I need money to sub to the channel? Aww. Well, that's very nice of you. The air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner's remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. Oh. Someone basically planned the blackout by turning on the air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Okay. '86 Fahrenheit. What is that, 30-something degrees? Now then, what else should I investigate? Oh, I think we found everything. Hajime, a moment? What is it? When we finished investigating here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone is on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. No, Celsius. Canada uses Celsius. The US is one of the few countries in the world that actually uses Fahrenheit. The only thing we use Fahrenheit for is cooking, because technically our ovens, even if you buy an oven from a Canadian store, it's probably made by an American manufacturer. So a lot of the time, the default temperature is in Fahrenheit. Same with a lot of like appliances you buy. Yeah, Canada is like a weird hodgepodge of stuff. Like, technically, we're supposed to use the same systems that Europe does. But because of our proximity to the US, there's like a lot of mix and matching. But yeah, I can't convert Fahrenheit off the top of my head. So yeah, it was me trying to understand how hot this room probably is, because I'm like, that seems kind of high, especially in the tropics, but what do I know? Like for indoors in the tropics? I was summoned by Nagito. Hello. I've been calling him Nagi-chi. It's my nickname for him. He's a much-loved character, for better or worse. I've seen a lot of very polarized opinions. He's the type of character that either you hate with every fiber of your being or you absolutely adore him. Like, there seems to, like, be very few people who are in the middle who are like, he's whatever. Which usually means you made a very good character. Because as they say, the opposite of love is indifference. So when you hate something, it's because it gave you a very strong emotion. Well, yeah, but fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
ありがとう。
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree. Oh, you will learn, I'm sure.
さて。
I guess for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall, I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Now that I think about it, freaking Tete came from the kitchen, and it's like, how? In the dark like this? How did you stumble from there to here? And he was like, wait, wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen? Wouldn't you have realized the blackout was in the hallway as well? Bro is sus. Bro is very sus. Teru Teru? Thank you. I couldn't remember anything except when Jambola made the joke about his nickname is Tete. All the dangerous items. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
変だな。
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. That is crazy. Proud on being able to remember everyone's names? Oh, good job. Yeah, I have everyone's names memorized from the first game, and I'm working on it for this game, just for whatever reason. Teru Teru Hanamaru. Hanamura, even, doesn't stick just yet. I think everyone else I've got down pretty much. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even portable stove, but this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder. Yeah, I agree. So they hid the knife in advance, so it seems like the tape, like they taped the knife under the table, and they put the glow-in-the-dark paint on it, so they'd be able to find it in the dark? Very new. Thank you. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good at remembering character names, maybe because I play so many gacha games. I'm terrible at remembering like the Liyue and the Shansho characters in Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Something about Chinese names just doesn't stick in my brain for some reason. Everyone else, I'm like, fine. Like, why? Sometimes I'll be like, I can literally see the name as letters in front of my eyes, but I cannot summon the pronunciation to save my life. mean, oh, you're ADD. That makes sense. Yeah, it's suspected I have it to some degree, but was never officially diagnosed, and obviously you don't want to self-diagnose stuff. It's hard because I do have diagnosed depression and anxiety, and so many symptoms cross over with so many other things. Alright, kitchen equipment list. It is a spectrum though. That is true. That's a good point. Yeah, because I had talked about it on stream before, about how I had a teacher suspect that I had ADD and wanted my mom to get me checked out, but my family and my doctor thought she was crazy because this was the early 90s where, like, you know, the poster child for ADHD was a young boy bouncing off the walls. And meanwhile, I would sit quietly in the waiting room reading everything. Except, you know, no one, at that point, no one took the attention deficit part of ADHD, where, like, you know, unless I'm interested in something, I cannot for the life of me make myself do it. Like, a lot of people are like, just like, you know, get started. I'm like, you don't understand. It's the executive dysfunction. It's like, I know I shouldn't be, like, slacking off at work, but what I have to do is so boring to me. I literally cannot make myself do it. Not even the threat of being disciplined. And let's see, what else do we got? Yeah, so much stuff gets profiled. It's slowly gotten better and better, but, like, yeah, it's sad. All the stories you hear about people who finally get diagnosed in, like, their 40s. And they're like, my life has completely changed, but now I'm in mourning because I lost, like, 20 years of my life to, like, this perfectly manageable condition if, like, I had just been diagnosed, like, blah, 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 blah. Since we've come all this way, let's investigate this area. Okay. Well, I'm trying. Dishes. The meat is so big, even I was shocked. It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. Why are you focusing on Aoyama and Azabu? I know those are rich districts, but where did you get it? I asked Nikomaru. Apparently he killed a cow on the ranch. I'm sorry? Y'all just frickin' butchered a cow? Yes, this is my first playthrough of Danganronpa 2. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things? Oh, God. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azabu, so old country things like that, they slip my mind. So your hometown's near Tokyo. Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate the food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them? Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, you'll never forgive them? What do you think of every character so far? I don't like Hiyoko. At first, her, like, ha ha ha, like, I'm cute, but I'm actually sadistic was kind of funny, but now she's just a pain in the neck. I'm sad Byakuya was the first to go because he seemed to be having a really cool character arc compared to the first game. Indifferent on Nekomaru, Kazuichi, and Mikan right now. Mahiru's kind of hit or miss for me right now. I love Nagito. I love Chiaki. Monami, I'm kind of indifferent to. Teru, I wish he was the first to go. Oh yeah, Fuyuhiko, mostly indifferent to. I think it's cute how he tries to act badass with the baby face. And Peko, I am partially indifferent to. I really like her design, but haven't seen much of her yet. Indifferent on Mikan, even after she tripped like that. Well, I mean, if you don't find that kind of content stimulating, then why would you find Mikan appealing, like, basically? Like, she's cute. She is cute. But I don't like that kind of forced trip over and now we're having a sexual harm scene content. So, how about Hajime? Decently indifferent on Hajime at the moment. But I did comment on how I like that Hajime's is much more rough and rude compared to Makoto. Because Tanaka, who I also really love, he's hilarious, was talking about this Pomeranian he had to tame, and Hajime said, I can't believe this was all over a friggin' Pomeranian. And I'm like, oh my god, like, he's not swearing per se, but Makoto would have never said it like that. He would have been like, no way, this was actually over a Pomeranian. So yeah, it's like I don't know if I prefer him over Makoto just yet, but like he definitely has a lot of personality in comparison to Makoto, where Makoto was just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's not bland. He was very, I guess, safe would be a good word. Like he's exactly what you would have expected of a protagonist. Succumb to the Hajime cult. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, is there anything else we were missing here? I don't think so. What do I still need to investigate? Do I have to actually talk to him? You were in the kitchen during the blackout. Ah, that's right. The blackout totally startled me. At first, I just thought I was in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices. So I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. Okay, fair enough. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
Yeah.
That's impossible. The gas stove needs electricity to work. Wait, gas stove needs electricity to work? Then what's the point in having a gas stove? Huh. Cause yeah, like, all our stoves, 0 cents made there, yeah, cause in Canada, almost everyone has electric stoves. It just helps ignite it. Okay, that would make sense then. Then yeah, I guess, you could light it with a match then, but in the pitch black, that's probably pretty dangerous, so it might be best not to unless you absolutely had no choice. So yeah, I guess if the stove was already off, then yeah, he would have had no way to ignite it. Nagito, let's get going.
そうだね。
Sure. Wait, this stove though? This is like a wood-burning stove, isn't it though? That shouldn't be affected by electricity if he used it anyway. Because when, like, the fire gets lit in one of these, like, that's not gonna stop until it runs out of fuel or you cut off the source. Well, we'll keep this in mind. Sometimes the game purposefully, feeds you information that you are going to have to counteract later on. So we'll just remember for now. Alright. So this is dining hall, dining hall. It's the bathroom. Someone appears to be inside.
Oi!
Hey, is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but... there's no response. This is going nowhere. That's suspicious. I know Nidai keeps running out to go to the bathroom, but it's weird not to answer, even if you're in there fighting for your life.
Hinata-kun.
The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. Oh, hey. Weirdo. Alright, well, if you have a circuit breaker up there, all the way up there, you wouldn't be able to trip that by accident. Also, damn, imagine trying to flip the circuit breaker in the pitch black when it's that high up. That would be terrifying. This must be the old building's circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this. Yeah, too much air conditioning.
なるほどね。
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a step ladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but... You're right, even with the step ladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach it. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? Well, that's convenient. I did it! It was me! Monokuma! It's here! You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker. I mean, Kazuichi just said he obviously knew about it. He knows what to do. He just, forgot about it. By the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker? Well, firstly, my eyes work really good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. But if you want to know how I reached the circuit breaker... My body stretches. I'm very elastic. Okay, Luffy. Okay, Mono D. Kuma. King of the Pirates. Leader of the Straw Hats. I'm serious! Wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross! It's grotesque! No, thanks. Just imagine it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Well, that sucks. I'm kind of into that, he says. Still, don't you think Monokuma is such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place. Frantically tries to figure out the reference being made. Which one? Which one? The Mono D Kuma thing? That's a reference to One Piece. Yeah, well, it was all One Piece, yes. I've never watched One Piece, fair enough. It's just, yeah, Luffy, the main character of One Piece, is probably the most popular character nowadays that has stretchy arms. Well, not just stretchy arms, just literally his entire body stretches. And I mean literally every part of his body. Don't hurt me! That was literally a plot point! That was literally a plot point. He ended up on an island of Amazonians and no one ever saw anything. And they were like, wow, this mushroom keeps stretching on and on. That was literally a plot point. I threw the book down at that point. I'm like, I cannot believe this is a thing I'm reading right now. But yes, Luffy is the stretchy boy. So when Monokuma is like, by the way, my body's elastic. I can stretch. How do the watch-alongs even work? I stream it in the Discord. So as long as the person hosting has Netflix or Crunchyroll or, you know, uses a pirating site, everyone can piggyback off that. Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? You know, they just blew the fuse. Does the heavy lifting for us? I do indeed. Fortunately, it's not too bad for the most part. The only time there is actual issues with trying to stream is when, I can't find it online because the copyright protections on physical media is much more difficult to get around than the ones on websites, so. If they did trip it or set it to be tripped. So yeah, he's thinking the same thing. Turned on the air conditioner at 11:30 p.m. Too much electricity. And bloop, there goes the breaker. Zon is sub to everyone on Twitch. Zon apparently has said he gets a ton of gift subs. But he does follow a huge amount of accounts, so. This remote control is for the office's air conditioner. Set for 11:30 as well. Oh, okay, so yeah, they set all the air conditioners to go off at the same time. So yeah, that would trip the circuit breaker for an old building for sure. $13 regular active subs and 14 gifted. Oh my goodness, then yeah. That's why he's got emote for days. It can't be a coincidence, right? I mean, hey, it's indirect free advertising for your streamer. Because sometimes Zon uses an emote and I'm like, that emote is really cute. Who's the streamer? I need to go check him out. That emote is cute. Better hover over it and see the name. Exactly. It's free advertising for your favorite streamers when you give out gift subs and they use the emotes elsewhere. Alright, AC timer. So yeah, someone set everything up to get tripped. Question is who, obviously. Whether or not Nagito actually did anything, I think he is... I think he's gonna get suspected because he was one of the only people in the building before this all started. 3 gifted, 1 soon to be regular, which is our pin girl here. Aww, well, thank you. I'm honored. Gave up on paying for subscriptions a long time ago? I mean, fair enough. Give it to your favorite streamer and it gives a little bit, but we do get a small percentage of a payout for Turbo, but the average Twitch streamer doesn't realize it because, you know, what we get from all of the Turbo subscription pool would be halves of pennies. Yeah, I mean, Turbo is for the viewing experience of the viewer because it removes the ads. Subscribing to a streamer is for the benefit of the streamer. Felt like if I'm incapable of making anything on here, I can't justify continuing to spend like I used to. I mean, I guess. I don't mind the ads, though, if it helps. Yeah. I mean, usually they're not that intrusive. Like, I don't mind that much. I mean, I grew up with cable TV. You just kind of accept the ads. Speaking of which, ad break! I apologize to anyone who's stuck. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected. I don't tend to casually watch people in small doses, so I usually sub if I like someone. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and I mean, that makes sense. I'm trying to... I was going to manually... I was going to subscribe to Spooky, and then someone gifted me subs for... Or who was it? It was Zom. Zom gifted me like 3 months worth of subs, and I was like, oh... Never mind then. I don't gotta worry about that for now. But yeah, I have a chunk of YouTube subs. Because, you know, that's where the most of the corporate VTubers are, so... Just like, especially with the conversion in Twitch bumping up the cost of subs. Twitch subs for Canadians are so expensive now. You can change that? Yes, you can. Some people choose to subscribe for like a year at a time. Byakuya had the key to this particular case with him. Check it out! I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. You get a bigger discount the longer you sub. That is true. Is it okay to take that key without permission? Whose permission? It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So I should open it. I mean, true, this guy doesn't feel any remorse. I mean, you just put the key back after, but you need to be able to check what's in the case. See? It's open. How did the skewers fit in there? Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible the killer took anything from here. Because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. Let's see, what else do we got? I think it's just talking to people now. Bro! You can't start throwing accusations around! Is it Peckle the killer? Why do you think that? Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone. Yeah. I shouldn't say this too loudly or Miss Sonia will yell at me. Keiko's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker. And don't you think she kind of looks kind of ruthless too, like an assassin? Well, it's not like you look any better. Wow! Look, he just looks a little pop punk. He just looks a little, like, garage punk band. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Everyone's so ruthless. Sheesh. I mean, like, I get it, but oh my god. No remorse. No remorse was felt. Def the better MC. He definitely has a stronger personality, I would say. Alright, Kazuichi's account. No Peckle. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? I mean, you weren't where you were supposed to be, and that's kind of all there is to it, so, you know. Even if we didn't want to doubt you, it's like... Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed. The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here. Supposed to be here? What does that mean? So I was right. You weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the case? Huh? So where'd you run off to on your own? Yeah. Well, that is... Pickle suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Oh god, she got indigestion. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling well. I apologize, but excuse me. Excuse me? What was that? It appears the bathroom inside this old building is already occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. It seems like it will be a tough bath. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, she wobbled out of the office. Good job, Teru Teru. You gave everybody food poisoning. What happened to her? It's kind of hard to say for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Peko as it is.
Huh?
I mean, is it cool? She did like run away or something?
そうだ。
さて
I mean, just say she has indigestion. Like that's all you need to say. Great chef? Fantastic chef. So now we need to find out how Akane is doing, because it was only Akane. Oh, Byakuya technically ate some too, now that I think about it. Like he ate the food to get it off the skewer so he could confiscate them. So technically 3 people ate the food, and 1 is dead, the other is suffering, and we don't know what's going on with Akane yet. We should get going now. But we haven't seen her around, so... The food stabbed its way out of him? Whoa! I don't think it was that bad, but... Okay. I think we checked everything in here, except for the storage room. Storage room. And we'll have to talk to the other people. But, oof. It's really dusty and dark. My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. What is this? What is this? There's some weird shit. That's an awful lot of boxes. A wise decision. Alright, towels. Stacks of clean tablecloths. Laundry hamper.
きっと
Wait, huh? There's something on it. Oh!
でも
It's too dark. I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a blood stain. Which means the tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
ま
Oh. I guess if they covered Byakuya with the tablecloth before they stabbed him, that would have kept the blood from getting on them. Are these irons? It looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, Oh, they were plugged in to help trip the circuit breaker. Got it. It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off, but doesn't this feel kind of sinister?
ひなたくん
How much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Suspicious. Alright. That's the storage room. Oh, you're finally getting groceries? Hooray! I feel this. Okay. So we have no idea where Mio is. Or, sorry, Akane. She might be the one who's stuck in the bathroom if it's not Nita. Apparently, a great man once said investigation should be done on foot. If you say so. I had to go to the grocery on Christmas Eve. It was pretty nuts. Yeah, I avoided at all costs. And I did like grocery delivery, and I left a big tip because I know how insane it is to go grocery shopping right before the holidays. So that's why I was also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning. Hey, Hajime, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Oh, because she has good hearing. How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, I also have perfect ears. You are just perfect. Marry me. I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout. When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voices throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. Looking like Usopp now. Another One Piece reference. It'll be as easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? La 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 la. I'll heartily eat it for breakfast. Oh, you mean it like it'll be easy as pie? Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is wrong. Oh, okay. Lettuce fried rice? Is that an actual thing? I've heard of cabbage fried rice, but lettuce? Anyway, can you tell us what you heard? It is? Oh, interesting. Because, yeah, I make egg fried rice and fried rice with peas and fried rice with cabbage, but I never did it with lettuce. If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Hey! Why am I being sacrificed? I mean, I'm fine with this, but... Stop it. What if she takes you seriously? Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right. It was Mahiru. Next was Kazuichi's voice. And then the next voice was mine. What a nice remark I made. It's to the point and has its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after another. Okay, then Hiyoko, Byakuya, Nagito. Someone bumped into Nagi then. Because he was closest to the table. Stepping on Hiko's feet like she steps on crabs. Ah, yes, that was totally on purpose. Oh, no, it was Kazuichi who said that. Okay. I thought it was Byakuya who said he was gonna go along the wall. Okay. Praise me, praise me. Good girl. Yosh, 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 yosh. Hey, Nagito, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What he said? Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell? What's going on? And this is Oh, true. What did he realize at the end? About that, why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? It's not like I really care. Oh, fine. Excuse me. So many sneezes today. Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue? Then praise me! Let me bite ya! Why are you really biting me? Damn. Approaching the Mokoko zone? I always knew it. I always knew I had 4 Moko in me. Alright. Actually, I haven't checked on the pet in a bit. I probably should. Nope. Alright. Nothing to clean up. Sonia should be the last one in here. It's the snake! It's the snake! There's something I want to ask you. What is it? It appears that this wall is a different color and material. Why is that? Oh, you can use it as a divider. A fire door. Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right? I see. It is like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. What? That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors? Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Fire door. Pretty much finished looking around. So, how about we check Byakuya's cottage? Oh, rip. Now we're invading his room. There's this one cat that jumps into my bedroom window when I leave it open. That is your cat now. Accept it. The cat distribution system. You're a cat now. You're a cat now. I don't make the rules. It's your cat now. It's his floor now. Yup. Byakuya's cottage. There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself, but they run away when it sees me. They're still a little skittish if they've been, if they're strays, so. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that it might be that danger? Aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger? Oh, that's just a weird sentence. You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. I cannot believe me and Nagichi are sharing the same brain here. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know? As I thought, you sure are strong. You're definitely the chosen one. Alright then, let's get going. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. Oh, it's fine. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me. Hey, what are you doing? What am I doing? Now that is a foolish question.
ここから床下に入れないか調べてるんだよ。
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
床下に？
無駄だと誰が言った？無理だと誰が決めた？
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible?
あのイヤリングをつかめるとどうしてわかる？
床下に入れるかどうかによってあの殺人の真相は大きく変わる気がするんだよね。
That's a good point. If they could get under the floor, that does change
だ
things.
からそれを確かめておく必要があると思って。
So I thought it was important to check.
そうか。
What do you mean? Come on, think about it.
ね
Oh, interesting. The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right?
え。
And the dining hall floor has huge gaps between the floorboards. Then is it possible the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor? That is insane. That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible.
でも
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere? No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems like you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from the outside, there would only be one logical suspect. Oh, Fuyuhiko. The only person who did come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Yeah. Not looking great for you, Fuyu. Alright, Fuyuhiko.
だからさ、
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
あのね、
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. Uh-oh. He did?
あれれ？
Uh-oh. What happened?
あ
Oh, hey, what are you doing here all alone at a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Huh. How... Oh my god, is he crushing on her? That's cute.
ねえね
You're not coming to the party?
何言ってんだ？
Not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here?
てめえ。
Of course not. I was just going for a walk. What, do I have to report to you every time?
え、違うよ。
No, it's not like that, but...
うーん。
And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
ほら、
He probably wants to be a part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
ねえね
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? When did we start talking about video games? I mean, I understand. Uh-oh, bombs! The music is so great in this game. Dun, 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 dun.
なるほどね。
What? Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt
よかっ
him.
た
That's a relief. I'm glad. Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice.
俺様はまだ半分の力も出していない
Oh no! You got crit. Oof. That's some bad RNG. Rest in peace. Hey, Fuyu.
あ
What the hell? Did I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Did you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya's the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever. Just tell me what you were doing while everyone else was at the party.
あ
Huh? Checking my alibi, huh? Well, I don't have one. The whole time you were chilling? Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building.
うっせえよ
Don't call her
Cute.
that! It's true, I went for a walk and then just by chance, I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join.
ふざけんな
It's a coincidence? A coincidence? Okay, sure. Alright, I got it. That is... You're a very bad liar. You're a very bad liar. You're not gonna be a good Yakuza if you keep being such a bad liar. You need to work on your poker face, buddy. Alright, before I forget it again, now that we've been walking around a bit. There we go. It's locked? What, you thought the door was just gonna be open for you?
ね
I guess we need to ask him for help. And so Nagito took a deep breath.
えおい
Oi! Monokuma!
呼んだ
Yay! Did you call? Nagito, when did you train Monokuma?
ね
Hey, Monokuma, I was wondering if you could do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
おやおや
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my after image. When I get serious, my after image is unleashed.
なんと
I can even play soccer by myself? I see. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already. Damn demanding.
あのね
This is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial? And da-da-da-da-da.
まいったな
If it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell cast. There's only one spell that can open these doors.
バルス
Valus?
あとはよろしくね
Huh? What does it open with a magic spell and what's Valus? Referencing Greek mythology. What? Meaning to open up. So it's Greek? Okay. Alright then.
まったく
It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. Let's go inside then. Yeah, I guess you're right. Whoa! How did he get all these books in here already? It's been like a day. It's been 2 days. Where'd you get all these books? Hello? Bro wasted no time. Absolutely none. Like, wow, literally. Like, sir? Dude, don't play around with his books? Yup. Books are fire? I agree. I like books. Before I was a gamer, I was an avid reader, and I still read quite a lot. Not as much as I used to. Looks like the room's interior design isn't that different from mine. There's not much to worry about here. So many manga but never read them? Could not be me. I buy a book and I read it immediately. Like novels, it takes me a while to get through because, you know, they're long, but a manga, I read in one sitting every single time. You do not enjoy reading books? Understandable. Can you read, like, ebooks? Is that okay? Like, with a tablet? There's an envelope on top of the table. Is it a letter someone sent to Byakuya? There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious. You should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. I've done that, it doesn't really change things. Gotcha. I wasn't sure. That's too bad. But yeah. There's Audible if there's like a book you really want to enjoy. Yeah, they're audiobooks. They're actually starting to come out with audiobooks for light novels as well. Like, I buy manga and light novels through Bookwalker, and they've started to add, like, audiobooks to their section as well, so... There's options as well for nerdy stuff. Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Surprise! It was you! This is... Is this a crime warning? No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe. This is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill would happen tonight because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this?
でも
You couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst-case scenario. Gonna lay down and sleep? Okay, have a good night. Couldn't overlook that slim possibility just to keep his promise? Then why did he keep it a secret if he had just told us? He probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst-case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it was a lie or not, everyone would have likely began to doubt each other. And at that point, there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself without telling anyone? His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway. Oops. Whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying?
ごめん
No, this could be a prank, and it might not have anything to do with Byakuya's death at all. That is also a possibility. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. But still, we can't come all the way here. Oh, sorry. But still, we've come out all the way here. And it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes in that old building. Who would do that? Who indeed? I have thoughts. But obviously nothing's going to be cemented until I have the chance to think on it and also reflect on the trial. Okay, truth bullet. Not much time left until the trial starts. Which reminds me, you asked Mahito for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. Welcome back! She's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right?
ごめん
Sorry, that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see. I understand. My hypothesis? I'm not sure who did it just yet. But here's what I'm thinking of. They planned this in advance, as we can see by the air conditioners being set for the same time and all these irons being plugged in. They purposely figured out a way to trigger a blackout at the appropriate time. But that then leads to the question of who could it have been? Because Nagito and Teru seem to have been the only ones allowed into the building in advance, along with Byakuya. And there was a knife under the table. Peko seemed like potentially likely, but she's got a severe case of food poisoning right now, as far as we can tell, so that seems unlikely. So I don't have a firm culprit in mind just yet, but the likeliest suspects are Peko and Teru in my brain. Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now.
じゃあね
Okay, I'll see you later. Alrighty. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over. Yeah, we won't do the class trial tonight, but we'll do it tomorrow. Just because I have to go back to work now that the holidays are over. So I don't want to be too exhausted, even though I know it's going to be really slow. Because a lot of people are still on vacation. But I have to be there to watch everything, so you know. Hey, you. I might as well ask her about the old building's windows. Hey, do you have a sec? I want to ask you something. I don't wanna help you guys mistrust your friends. Okay, well, at this point, you know, it's kill or be killed. What time tomorrow? Stream will start at 7 p.m. EST. So, do the conversion for your time zone from that. What the hell? It's not like we're doing this because we want to. No, now's not the time to fight about stuff like that. More importantly, do you know why the old building's windows are covered by iron plates? I'm EST? Okay. Sweet. Huh? Iron plates? I covered them up so nobody makes the mistake of going inside, since it's dangerous because of the renovation. I see. So that's why you covered them up. Time is at the top of the screen too. That is also true. You have dinner out tomorrow? Rip. Well, I mean, the VOD'll be here. Dangerous is supposed to exist on the island. I see, I see. This is how it was supposed to be. But how did it get like this? Just because it's cruel doesn't mean you can just keep crying like that. We have to do this no matter what. Alright. Back in we go. Getting shocked figuratively live? I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if I am actually shocked. Because I'll have a full 24 hours to, like, stew over and solidify my theories. What was that voice? Need I? Probably. Oh, he's alive now. Great. Alright, so he's just been in there for God knows how long. I feel so lighthearted right now. Bro, you need to do something about your bowels if you're getting trapped in the bathroom for an hour. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone, not even my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about? What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make... Oh! Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you did say something like that. If you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience. I was just looking, trying to hold on for dear life. That's okay, Spooky. I'm glad you were able to stop by for a bit and you enjoyed your lurk. Have a good night. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up with that whole deal. Oh well, best not to go into it. Have a relaxing workday. Thank you! Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout? And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. So Peko was in there the whole time? Is that it? Interesting. Things are getting curiouser and curiouser. What was his ultimate? He's the ultimate team manager. That's about how long that lasted. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. Alright. Where the hell did you wander off to? To do interviews. I wasn't wandering. I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure. Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the 2 photos I took before the blackout. I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. Okay. I made this diagram from analyzing these photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance away from that table. It's impossible. There's no way he couldn't be able to move that far during a blackout. Huh? What's this line extending from the table? It's the extension cord. It's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it, just in case. Power cord for the desk lamp? If that cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means... So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but... I guess you're right. I don't really understand it when I was drawing it myself. I have a feeling that it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste. It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. Alright. Mika? I could tell you a little bit of what I want to say. Did you find out anything? I tried within reason to perform an autopsy. And I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. So it wasn't the knife then, it was probably the iron skewer, because the knife is definitely not big enough for that. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter. Hey, are you okay? Talking about it made me sad. I mean, understandable. Around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an awl. Yeah, so it was the skewers. It's time. Dun dun dun! I should tell you all the meeting place. There was a mountain with my face carved into it. So, done it. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. See you around. A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island? Alright. Dun! And tomorrow, we will do the class trial. Because I want to make sure to give myself ample amount of time and, not pressure myself to try and squeeze it in a couple of hours. Excellent. Things are cooking. So I've got time to stew over this and see if I can think up any interesting theories between now and then. We done with stream? Any closing thoughts before you leave the trial for tomorrow? Obviously, the knife is a red herring. Because it wasn't actually the knife that killed Byakuya. It was the skewers? The question is, then, why was there a knife taped under the table? Because, I mean, if Byakuya, like, say, crawled under the table to try and get the knife for whatever reason, then he could have been stabbed while he was on his stomach, crawling around under the table through the floorboards. But then that becomes, how did the killer get under the floor? The fire doors? Maybe? Because the fire doors are probably hiding something. Like if you open the fire doors, you might find a cavity or something like that. So that's what I've got so far. I'll stew on it and I'll present my final theory before we do the trial tomorrow, and we'll see how far off I am. But the fact it's the skewers is starting to implicate Teru more than anyone else. Because one's been missing, quote-unquote, since the start, according to him, so... And Nagito and Teru were the only ones, as far as we know, were allowed into the building in advance of everyone else. So, we shall see. For now, that's gonna be it for me. So who can I send you guys off to? You're gonna try and make it? Okay, join family dinner out. Wow. Amalia is still going. What are they doing though? It says marbles on stream. Are they just chit-chatting? I can share one too? Sure, thank you. Yeah, cause they're just listening to music and then I think playing stuff with their chat, like marbles, so. If you want to send me a name, I shall send us off. Esperload? Okay. Prepare for launch, prepare for launch! Alrighty. Golden Sun, oh wow. Good times, okay. So here is Radel. And here is Discord for any lurkers who haven't joined and want to. I will see you guys at 7 p.m. EST tomorrow for our class trial. Dun dun dun! But for now, that's it for me. So, if it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful rest of your day. Yes, court 7 p.m. tomorrow. And if it's nighttime, have a great rest when you head on off to bed. If anyone else like me is back to work after the holidays, hang in there, guys. New Year's Eve's coming. We'll have one more day off. But I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye-bye-bye!